Hey, everybody, welcome to the Insufferable Bastards podcast. Hello, Shuli.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
The only time anybody watches this podcast is when we talk about Stuttering John.
Hi, this is Stuttering John Melendez from The Howard Stern Show.
It's all Long Island to me.
The second she saw the face, she said, "Oh yeah, that was him."
Oh, you're the guy that played fake clips of me. Yes, I remember now.
It's a stupid name, but maybe it's worth listening to. How the fuck do I know? I got my own problems. I got hemorrhoids and shit. When I wipe my ass, it looks like a chocolate-covered cherry. All right, good.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Insufferable Bastards podcast. My name is Carlos Danger for the purposes of this broadcast, and I'm joined by no one. Thank you, Kevin Brennan's evil laugh. I'm not even camming up. I'm doing this, whatchamacallit style. Joey Catalano morning TV style. He's got, on Catalano TV, they do a morning show, and you never see the people. Taking inspiration from that. A lot going on. But I thought real quick, right? Last night I had Husey on the Insufferable Bastards podcast, and we talked about, what is it called? Killers of the Flower Moon. Martin Scorsese movie I really didn't like. And as a white, middle-aged, cisgendered male, I, of course, love Martin Scorsese movies. Is it Scorsese or Scorsese? There was a while there it became Scorsese. Then we're back to Scorsese. I don't know. But anyway, I thought I would do a tier list. We've done this before. Doing it alone because it's boring. And when you throw two people into the mix, it's incredibly boring. We did a tier list show. It was me, Spears, my co-host, Earl Skakel, and El Horrible. In the pre-Tukey days, we did one of these tier lists, and I swear to God, it put poor fucking El Horrible in the hospital. Why are there 7 comments going on here? What's going on here? Let's see. Mason in Portland, a.k.a. Portland Shane Gillis. Hi, Carlos. Sorry again for calling you a piece of trash. Absolutely not a problem. No need to apologize, Mason in Portland. Speak your mind. And, you know, we're both just random people from the chat. It's okay. Yo, what up, ADZ? PWO from Rochi. I'm not sure what that means. Tigger, get drunk with KB tonight, Carlos. Don't be a bitch like Mason. No, that was a pretty good. Hey, what's up there, Kinky Loco? Hey, what's up, Flat Cat Jessica? Let's see that sweet face. No. I'm tired. I'm dirty and slimy. Tigger 747474, Raging Bull number 1. All right, we'll get to that in a second. Carlos, we need an address for all those fish fillet sandwiches. Ugh, I don't like that stuff. American Cupcake, what up, sweetie? Carlo, my love, how are you? I'm angry at you. I know you were in Connecticut a while back, never even dropped me a line, nothing, and I was lubed and ready to go. Yeah, okay, so this thing about KB earlier tonight, he asked me to come on. We got a snowstorm. It's snowing here in Connecticut, and my snowblower broke because I didn't change the gas, all right? I was trying to figure out how to fix the fuel crap. I don't know what I'm doing. At all. So I couldn't go on that show. But I did hear Ray DeVito. I guess I'll address this real quick. Ray DeVito claimed that last night when he did his solo stream or before Quadfather Derek came on there about striking Chad's channel, Ray said that he sent me the link and then I sent it to other people. Completely not true. He never sent me the link. He did acknowledge that this afternoon on Brennan's show. But like, I didn't send the link to anybody. I didn't have the link to send. Ray, according to what I heard from Dr. Chow on Chad's show last night and on Tukey Soup this morning, Chow said that's other people got it. And then Ray said I don't know what Ray's talking about. But Ray sometimes can be a little frustrating because he does. Kevin called him out on it. When he gets into some situation that he's uncomfortable with, he tries to drag people into it. And I don't know. I'm not mad, but I was just like, dude, you didn't send me the link. I would not have gone on. But anyway. Kevin said he's doing another show tonight. Join. Now he'll have Pat Dixon, man. Pat Dixon and him, I think, are the best. Kinky Loco says Ray sent me the link. Yeah, he mentioned Kinky Loco a bunch of times, and Ray says things without thinking. He starts a thought and he doesn't finish it. So he implied kind of last night, Kinky Loco, that you had something to do with striking Chad's channel, where what I think he meant to be saying was that you were trying to give him advice, or he'd reached out to you on instructions on how to reverse the stuff that he started. So it sounds to me, and I haven't spoken to Ray at all. I only watched him. He did send me a text last night. Oh, that was the other thing. He said that I said that Chad was like, he implied that I said Chad and Shuli are buying views or they're in cahoots or something like that. You can look at my Twitter. You can see what I said. All I said was that Ray, when I was looking at, I'm a moderator in Rock Bottom, and he had like easily $200 quickly. And that's not even counting all the gifted membership. Like Ray was killing it. But there was less than 100 viewers. And I went over to Chad. Chad had to take 360 viewers and, my level super chats, which are, not a lot. So I I couldn't, well, why is that happening? And somehow, what Ray did, and I think he put it on my Twitter feed, he accused Chad of buying viewers. I don't think so. Really, I just don't think so. Not last night, maybe in the past, I don't know. But it was weird to hear Ray then turn around and apply his logic to my mouth, if that makes sense. I don't know. Kinky Loco, I told him to reverse it. I didn't get involved till after he already filed the strike against Chad. Yeah, which is what I thought. But I don't know if you heard Ray, but he just kept saying, Kinky Loco, Obnoxious John, Kinky Loco, Chad's fans. I don't know. What's up, Jeremy Bott? Tigger, Ray also implied that he got laid, so he's just... No, I think that's true. So he's just lying. He's just lying left and right now. No, my theory is the reason you saw Ray so puffed up chest last night. He's got the new dye job. He's back in the gym on a regular basis. He's in a new place that he's a little too comfortable in. I think he did get laid. I think he did. I think that's the truth. F the Shuli Networks is stuttering John's fingernails. I love everybody. There's a fat man on a fence. All right, so that's that. Let's go here. The kids, I see the kids do this. I'll try to get through this quickly. This first one, I don't even know if people can really see this. But the first movie here on the list, I think it's Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Shit, I can't even see. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I can't see these myself. Some lucky lady got the Ray Batch, Kinky Loco says. Yeah, I thought, I'm going to butcher it, but the funniest super chat during Brennan this afternoon, the matinee Brennan, was somebody said, it was like, it was quoting Ray's victim. I think it was Ray saying, I am inside your female genitalia now, something like that. I don't know. Carlos likes to watch. Why don't you have the original Rocky? Why have Rocky 3? Are you watching cartoons? How dare you? His whole life was a 1,000,000 to 1 shot, and you put the 80s consumerism, steroid enhanced Walmart version of Rocky on your avatar, and you call yourself the Italian Stallion. She was drowning in sweat. Yeah, that's right. All right, now I caught the Ray disease. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me get rid of that real fast. Here's the tier list. All right, the first one I think is Who's That Knocking at Your Door? I never saw it. I didn't even realize that he directed it. The second movie, I don't even know. What is this? Can anybody see this? Oh, Boxcar Bertha. Oh, that was in his... Well, you know what? I probably saw that. But I was a kid. That's when he was in his Roger Corman days. That's really early. I'm just going to put that down to bad. All right. Mean Streets. I don't know. I know we're supposed to love this movie, right? He's Johnny Boy. He blows up a mailbox. Harvey Keitel is really, the personification of Catholic guilt, but I'm going to give it a meh. Maybe that cool box art. Remember always wanting to see it in the kid, like going into the drugstore and seeing the box art on VHS. Alice doesn't live here anymore. I'm going to say bad. Taxi Driver. All right, where do you put it? You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to put Taxi Driver back for a second. And I'm going to go right to Goodfellas. I'm going to say that Goodfellas is God tier. So that sort of sets the top of the pyramid. And that means that anything in the God tier has to be good as Goodfellas. And as a white cisgendered male, obviously Goodfellas is my birthright. So that's the bar. Anything up here in the top God category has to be as good as Goodfellas. And I come back to Taxi Driver. Is it as good as Goodfellas? I'd say no. And a lot of people love what's his name? Is it Herman Mann or whatever? The guy who did the Psycho music, his saxophone in that, his soundtrack. It's a little distracting. Albert Brooks is in it. That I'll say great. I'll say great. I think this is what, New York, New York. I never saw it. Raging Bull. Now, I think somebody earlier said Raging Bull, widely regarded as the best movie of the 1980s, though it lost the Best Picture Oscar in 1980 to Ordinary People, fucking Timothy Hutton. I'm going to put it in great, though, because I don't think it's on par with Goodfellas. I just don't think it is. I'm going to put it as great. All right. So here's King of Comedy. This messes everything up. But am I ignoring people's chats? Because this really, the thing here is King of Comedy as good as Raging Bull and Taxi Driver, or is it better? That's the dilemma. Oh, let's go. Why are the images cut off? Oh, that's all I could fit there. I don't know. Italian Stallion, love that look with the trunks, the best. He looks badass in Rocky 3, but Rocky 2 is my favorite. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, to me, it's Rocky 1 by a mile, and you could stop there. But then Rocky 3 for pure fun, then Rocky 2, and the rest can die in a fire. Jeremy Bott, love it when Ray fights back against Chadley, then immediately apologizes. But I would do the same. I think I would do the same, put on the spot. I think Ray had a couple of beers in him last night. You got the combination of female scent, right? His dry streak is broken. Because I think Ray had sexual intercourse legally. I think that happened. And then you get the Bud Lights in there. And it's just, you got the Ray that we got last night. He's manic. He's out of his mind. Sybil Shepherd is hot and Taxi Driver. Absolutely. We got a King of the Comedy. We got Jerry Lewis was great in King of Comedy. Absolutely. Tigger says, Carlos, did you know Scorsese? Is it worth reading these? Because you guys can read these in the chat, right? Is this stupid? Anyway, Tigger says, Carlos, did you know Scorsese originally wanted to be a priest and painted a pair of eyes on his childhood room to remind him that God is always watching? So anyway, go get your shine box. I know he's hardcore Catholic. He's got legally. Yeah, absolutely. It was. And it was, yeah, I'm talking like in all ways legal, like not procured by a sex worker. All right, let's go back here. Because what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually move Taxi. Oh, wait, hold on, people. Hold on 1 second here. Hello? Yeah, I'm on the air. Can you call me back?
Sure.
Do you want to go on the air, or do you want to call? What do you want to do?
I'm driving, so I wouldn't be able to right now.
Oh, all right. I'll give you a call later. Ray, I think you did get laid. I'm telling the audience, I think you actually got laid. I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't care if they believe me or not. Like, it's also not fair to any woman.
Any woman on planet. All right. No, you're on the air, so don't say too much.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it was the Bud Light and the end of the dry spell. You had legal sex, correct?
Yes.
With the opposite sex.
Yes, with the opposite sex in Ohio. It was in Ohio.
Why?
Right.
Why are you mentioning Ohio?
No, I don't want anyone thinking otherwise, because I was just in Buffalo, Ohio. I did not have sex in Buffalo. I had sex in Ohio.
All right. So it sounds like okay. All right, Ray. God bless you. All right, that was Ray DeVito. Can I still be heard? Where were we? All right, so I'm going to move Taxi Driver down, and I'm going to move Raging Bull down, because I think King of Comedy is actually better than both those films and just bumps it up a hair. It sounds sacrilege to say Raging Bull is only good and Taxi Driver is only good. I'm going to stick with it for now. All right, After Hours, I think it's overrated. Meh. Griffin Dunn, come on. I know a lot of people love it. Color of Money, this is a tough one. I think it's meh, other than Paul Newman's performance at the very end where he just says, I'm back. So I'm going to give that a good. Last Temptation of Christ, I think I can't sit through that movie. Has anybody been able to sit through that movie, honestly? Has anyone ever seen that movie? Cape Fear, great De Niro performance as Max Cady. Going to put it in the good. See, now this is looking weird. because now it feels like I should bump Raging Bull. I'm going to bump Taxi Driver back up because it looks weird to have it on the same level as Cape Fear and El Color del De Niro. Age of Innocence, come on, that's a bore fest. Casino, easily great. Easily great. Didn't like it when it first came out in 1996. I thought it was too close to 1990s Goodfellas, but Casino is definitely a classic. Kundun, come on, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that movie. Bringing Out the Dead, this might be controversial. I'm putting it in bad. I think that movie is just a failure. Nicolas Cage hams it up. Tom Sizemore is awful. Not a fan of that movie. I'm going to put Gangs in New York, just meh. I'm not a big Leonardo DiCaprio fan. Avatar, boring, meh. The Departed, it's between meh and good. I think Mark Wahlberg should have had the Leonardo DiCaprio role in that movie. I think it's miscast. I think Jack Nicholson overacts terribly. I think they allowed him to improvise too much from what I've read on Pornhub. So I'm going to put it good. Shelter Island, I'm going to put that a solid meh. I don't think it's that good. Hugo, who cares? Never saw it. Wolf of Wall Street, if only for Tracy Jane, going to put it at God level. No, Wolf of Wall Street, it's too long. It's too long. It's too long. Silence, I want to see. I've never seen it. I rented it just about a month ago, and I think Ski Mask was on, so I turned it off. The Irishman, I was one of those guys that was gushing over The Irishman when it first came out, and now like seeing it again, trying to sit through it again, and then seeing some of like, what is it, Cumtown talk about the CGI or who else, whatever, people funnier, more talented than me, tear it apart. It's changed me. I'm a sheep. I go with the wind. I'm going to put it down at meh. And then lastly, and definitely this is last and least, I was thoroughly disappointed by Killers of the Flower Moon, and I'm easily going to put it in the bad category. I thought what Paul Schrader, and I said this last night, what that screenwriter, the guy who wrote Taxi Driver, said about Killers of the Flower Moon is absolutely correct. You spend 4 hours with the main character who's a complete Ray DeVito. It's not compelling. I couldn't figure out why the Native American lady stayed with him when she knew what he was up to. I thought the plot at some points paralleled Goodfellas too much. I said this all last night, especially where De Niro, remember, he's Jimmy the Jet in Goodfellas, and he has to consolidate. He kills everybody because he wants their money. It's the same thing. He kills everybody involved in the crime. Same thing. And the ending is just awful. One of the top 5 worst endings of a movie ever. I'm talking about, I don't want to spoil it. I said it last night, but the very end is very bad. So that's my tier list. The only thing I want to do, I mean, out of respect for the Italians, do I move Raging Bull up? Could have been a contender. Joe Pesci, the whole, did you F my sister? I don't know. It's a little untoward for me. I'm going to leave it. That's my tier list. That's my goddamn tier list. Let me see here. In Ohio, drinking and driving. I don't know about that. Rewind 30 seconds. Oh, you talking about the Ray call in? Yeah, I was sorry, that was a little disjointed. I was trying to see if I could connect my Bluetooth to my Rodecaster, but you can't do that. I don't think when the person is live on the phone. Gangs in New York is great, Kinky Loco says. I'm sorry, I disagree. Chris Mack says Departed was good when it first came out. On a dozen rewatches, it's meh. For me, it got a little better. I went into that movie with high expectations and was a little disappointed. I think Alec Baldwin in his few scenes probably steals the movie. It's just like it's the funnest. Is that a word? It's the most fun you'll have in a Martin Scorsese movie. You had legal sex, MG is asking. Yes, he confirmed that. It was with the opposite sex. Everything about it was legal, even in the state of Ohio. He seemed to be insinuating there. Complete lie from Dr. Chow, the Mega G. Wolf of Wall Street is great. This list is all fucked up. Wow. Oh, people like Wolf of Wall Street, huh? I mean, great cast. What about Jonah Hill's teeth? That wasn't too much for you guys? And what's his name? The guy from The Punisher. My co-host has gotten high with that guy. But I don't know. Mullen Rules. Irishman horrible. All right, yeah, The Irishman wasn't that great. Did I just say untoward? Yes. Tigger says Bobby De Niro broke Pesci's ribs for real. That's God tier alone. Yeah, I feel a little stupid for doing that, but I got to go with my gut. I don't want to think about it too much. Anyway, that's the tier list. Then the other, yes, yeah, that guy. He's a huge Howard Stern fan too. I'm gonna go through the other thing real quick. OJ, I just did this. I just went online. I didn't. OJ, if he's out there, he's welcome to come on. He has access, but I didn't really tell anybody. I just did it. If The Irishman isn't at the bottom, I'm leaving. Where'd I put it? I put it as meh. I didn't put it as bad. Maybe could. Hey, you know what? That's definitely at least borderline. Maybe you're right. Maybe The Irishman is bad. Maybe just for the scene of De Niro, de-aged, face only, beating up that guy, the corner market guy. That was terrible. You know what? Boom. I just moved The Irishman to bad. I think it was better than Killers of the Flower Moon, though. And Bringing Out the Dead is just tough to sit through. All right, that's that. Let's watch the Kevin Brennan news report. This came out yesterday. One Too Many, starring John Melendez, destroys all these movies. It's more fun than everything on the bad list. There's nothing pretentious about that One Too Many. I admire it in a weird way. All right, I'm going to stop sharing this screen for a second. I don't know where I am anymore. Then I'm going to go to present. I'm going to go to share the screen. And let's watch Kevin Brennan on some random Texas news station, News 15. This almost seems fake, but this was from yesterday.
Brennan, a stand-up comedian who finished second to Dave Chappelle on Star Search and also wrote for SNL, tweeted harsh words regarding the death of Friends co-star Matthew Perry. Now, I reached out to former celebrity stuttering John Melendez from The Howard Stern Show and The Tonight Show, who knows Brennan, to find out
which chatter is this guy.
Should junkies outlive you? They get to get high and drunk every day and outlive you? Does that seem fair? Then
all right, so is this Peter Brennan? Is this chatter? Is this the Peter Brennan that knows all the stuff about? Is this reporter Peter Brennan and Ray? Ray's blurred out.
If that was the case, everybody would get drunk and high every day, wouldn't they?
That is comedian, writer, and host of podcast Misery Loves Company, Kevin Brennan.
Yes.
His tweet, drowned in a hot tub, ha 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 ha, mocking the death of Matthew Perry, co-star of hit 90s TV sitcom Friends, a day after he was found dead in a hot tub, received national backlash. When confronted over the tweet, Brennan doubled down.
But I do love it when junkies die. I do. I love it when junkies die, because how else are we going to learn a lesson that drugs are bad?
John Melendez, better known as Stuttering John from The Howard Stern and The Tonight Show, explained to me what he thinks Brennan's problem is.
What?
He said that his father, when his father was dying, Kevin said that he loved him, and his father wouldn't say that he loved him back. And apparently there was some kind of not a good relationship between his father. So that kind of anger and hate is what happens.
Melendez relates Brennan's childhood trauma to his own, telling me his father's physical abuse is what caused his famous stutter.
Just a bad temper, and he would go from the greatest dad in the world to a monster. And he would slap my sisters around, slap me around.
The SNL writer and star of 90s pilot #1 Son disagreed with Melendez when our conversation was brought up on his show.
You told your father that you loved him, and he never said it back to you.
Okay, so he was on his deathbed. He got going on.
Yeah, but he, I'm sure that hurt you immensely.
It didn't, really. I'm still laughing. Immensely. So that's why I tweeted about Matthew Perry?
Yeah, you were just you're very angry because your father didn't give you the...
No!
Well, I spoke with Kevin Brennan through emails, but he would not give me a one-on-one interview. I guess we'll never know why he's so mad. Will Heron, News 15.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. That is so good. Maybe that is Muttering Jay. Maybe that absolutely is Muttering Jay. Because, if you notice through that broadcast, let me see if I can refresh it real fast. They leave up Brennan's Patreon the whole time? Why would you not? If you're going to put together a news piece for local news television affiliate of whatever that is, why would you leave his Patreon up the whole time? Why would you start off with saying he lost on Star Search? When you mention Stuttering John, you immediately show him falling on his ass. That's Muttering Jay. That is, I know he uses his real name in the chat sometimes, but that was only his professional on the professional side trying to get an interview. That's absolutely Muttering Jay or Peter, what's his name? Right. It starts off with second place on Star Search. Muttering Jay confirmed. Why is Ray blurred out? Because that guy is definitely a huge #1 Kevin Brennan fan. We got a ha ha ha. We got a that's amazing. Yeah. Later in the broadcast, inexplicably, Ray's face is shown. The blur goes away. Total inside joke. God damn it. This is incredible. Right? It's the funniest thing I've seen. I'm surprised Brennan didn't play it. John has watched this thousands of times alone in his apartment. I might just play it again. Unreal. And it goes on and on and on and on. Kevin just patently denying reality is always funny. B Dabbler says that was real. Yeah, apparently it was. I mean, I didn't poke around this news site, but you search the reporter's name and he comes up a bunch of times as a guy with this, whatever it is, somewhere, I think in Texas. I don't know, but I didn't look that far into it. I just laughed and ran with it. Well, at least he covered John making things up. That's balanced. Should I watch that? Should we put that on again? God damn it. Why not? What else is going on? Oh, I guess I should turn on the sound and share the screen. Did I share the screen? I think I did.
Kevin Brennan, a stand-up comedian who finished second to Dave Chappelle on Star Search and also wrote for SNL, tweeted harsh words regarding the death of Friends co-star Matthew Perry. Now, I reached out to former celebrity Stuttering John Melendez from The Howard Stern Show and The Tonight Show, who knows Brennan, to find out what his problem is.
Should junkies outlive you? They get to get high and drunk every day and outlive you? Does that seem fair? Then if that was the case, everybody would get drunk and high every day, wouldn't they?
That is comedian, writer, and host of podcast Misery Loves Company, Kevin Brennan. His tweet, drowned in a hot tub, ha 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 ha, mocking the death of Matthew Perry, co-star of hit 90s TV sitcom Friends, a day after he was found dead in a hot tub, received national backlash. When confronted over the tweet, Brennan doubled down.
But I do love it when junkies die. I do. I love it when junkies die, because how else are we going to learn a lesson that drugs are bad?
John Melendez, better known as Stuttering John from The Howard Stern and The Tonight Show, explained to me what he thinks Brennan's problem is.
Wait, did they show him fall? Did I miss that?
When his father was dying, Kevin said that he loved him, and his father wouldn't say that he loved him back. And apparently there was some kind of not a good relationship with the
Pac-Man in the background.
So that kind of anger and hate is what happens.
Melendez
there it is.
Brennan's childhood trauma to his own, telling me his father's physical abuse is what caused his famous stutter.
Just a bad temper, and he would go from the greatest dad in the world to a monster. And he would slap my sisters around, slap me around.
The SNL writer and star of 90s pilot #1 Son disagreed with.
Who mentions #1 Son in Kevin Brennan's resume, his credits, unless you're you're an insider. You're an insider, Will Heron.
Melendez, when our conversation was brought up on his show.
You told your father that you loved him, and he never said it back to you.
Okay, so he was on his deathbed. He got going on.
Yeah, but I'm sure that hurt you immensely.
It didn't, really. I'm still laughing. It hurt me immensely. So that's why I tweeted about Matthew Perry.
Yeah, you were just you're very angry because your father didn't give you the
No!
Well, I spoke with Kevin Brennan through emails, but he would not give me a one-on-one interview. I guess we'll never know why he's so mad. Will Heron, News 15.
I guess we'll never know why he's so mad. I don't know. That's the best. That's the best. All right. Real quick. B Dabbler says, what market of this is this, and how do I get them to do a Sunday fluff piece on Tukey? I don't know. Say something. Who died today? Anybody famous? Pick somebody famous. One of us is going to be murdered by February. I still stand by that. Carlos, user reporter. I'm a zit on a flea's ass. All right, the last thing real quick, and then I'll get out of here. I just want to make sure none of my private messages are up, which are all from Ray DeVito. He said why he's so mad. He hates junkies. Yeah, I will never. It's just, yeah, it's not. It's if anything, it's tough love. Doom looks a lot like an LNN report. It absolutely does. I would say LNN is more convincing. Doom, is that fake? Is the whole thing a ruse? Should I go look around that? Let's go look around the website, because now I'm thinking, like, is the whole thing fake? Is this all Lance? Right? Should we play it again? I mean, all right. If I go like this, come on. Who can make up a name like that? Blah blah blah. Shooting leaves a man dead. Suspect arrested for second-degree murder. I bet you $20. They say it was targeted. No danger to the public. The victims knew each other. Somebody's been arrested. Somebody died. Yeah, come on. This is good. This is a press release. This is modern journalism where you just rewrite a press release from the police without actually going to the scene or doing any kind of real work. Yeah, this is legit. This is an actual Fox affiliate, Fox NBC affiliate. Plenty of advertising, lots of shootings. It bleeds, it leads. Yeah, this smells legit to me. Another press release rewritten. Oh, wait, is it Louisiana? Where is this thing? I don't know. It doesn't care. I think it's real. I think it's real. So, all right, earlier today, I saw something on Twitter and it said best movie with a tank in it. And I immediately thought of Best Defense. I don't know if anybody remembers Best Defense, but I remembered it as being this cool haircut, $2. Thank you. I guess we will never know why he's so mad. Kiki Loco, I found his Twitter. Yeah, if by the end of this, this turns out to be complete fake, I don't know, good one. Mr. Chernobyl, there were new names in chat. There were new names in Chad yesterday, despite having Steve as a guest. Chat. There were new names in chat yesterday, despite having Steve as a guest. Tank Girl, B. Dabbler says, movies with a tank. Tread. No, that was a killer tire, right? The Beast from 1989 was a pretty good tank movie. Yeah. That used to be on HBO all the time. If you haven't seen The Beast, I don't know if it holds up. I saw it as a kid, but I remember it being pretty intense, right? Isn't it George, what's his name? Dzunda, Zunda, however you say that. He plays a Russian guy. Michael Nori from Scarface, and then had a brief comeback in Breaking Bad. He plays a Afghan warrior from the Mujahideen. And it's about a Russian tank that gets lost during the Afghan War in the 80s, and it's under attack. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Old School had Frank the Tank. That's right. Tread is the doc about. Oh, okay. I apologize. Yes, I saw that. Tread is the doc about the guy who made his own tank. Oh yeah, and he went on. He had a zoning dispute, and he went ape shit crazy and destroyed town hall and all that. And he ended up right. It was like an 8-hour standoff, and he ended up blowing his brains out, I think. Doom, the INN or the LNN, sorry, appreciates your thorough reporting. Yeah. Killdozer I've never seen. Shout out to Killdozer. Yeah, Tread. That's on Amazon Prime, I think. If you have that, check out that documentary. But anyway, Eddie Murphy made this really shitty movie in his prime. It was like the prime of Eddie Murphy. He made this movie with Dudley Moore called Best Defense, and it's unwatchable. It's terrible. And I remember as a little kid, 10 years old, loving Eddie Murphy after 48 Hours and Trading Places. And of course, Saturday Night Live, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. He makes this piece of shit movie. And I guess I read subsequently that the movie was filmed in 2 different parts. The movie was all about Dudley Moore. There was no Eddie Murphy in it, no Eddie Murphy character in it. This is according to Wikipedia. Then they test the movie and it's a piece of shit, and they just add in flavor of the moment, Eddie Murphy. So it's literally a movie that wasn't meant to be a Frankenstein monster of a comedy, and it shows it. Chris Mack, the homemade tank was dubbed the Killdozer, Carlos. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I apologize. So then I found, right, going down memory lane, there is this clip from Saturday Night Live, which I'll probably get a strike for, but who gives a shit? This is Eddie Murphy talking about.
And after I did 48 Hours in Trading Places, all these scripts started coming from everywhere, and I picked up a script called Best Defense. Here's a movie that sucked real bad. At first, I wasn't gonna do it because I read the script and I felt like I was an actor at first. But the money they gave me to do it, y'all would have did Best Defense too. Okay. And after I did.
Ha ha ha! Eddie Murphy. That was when he first went back to host Saturday Night Live after he became a big, huge superstar. Then this guy, Dirty Deeds, Taps. Remember the movie Taps in 1981? For me, there's a couple of movies from the 80s that are married together in my mind. There's Taps, Losing It. I don't remember the others. There's, of course, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but a couple other ones. Maybe, what's the one with Matt Dillon? My Bodyguard. My Bodyguard's the other one. But anyway, the number one scene from Taps, hopefully you're still sharing or you're still seeing this screen, is the end of Taps with the great, or used to be great, Tom Cruise.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
This is how I want to go out. This is Dabbleverse, February 1st.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Rest in peace, Tom Cruise character from the movie Taps. Bad Boys. The original Bad Boys with Sean Penn. That's the other one I was thinking about. That's a good one. Consigliere DG. Consigliere. I don't know how to say that. Robert Duvall's character from The Godfather says Tank with James Garner. And then the aforementioned The Beast.
What is this?
Green screen. Jason Patrick. Anyway, you get the idea, and that's actually not a spoiler. But all right, that's all I got. Homemade Tank was dubbed the kill. Oh yeah, I did that one. I tweeted you a drop. Oh, okay. Let me check that. Let me get out of The Beast. Michael Nori, there's a guy that never quite became a star. I'm not seeing it. Keep in mind, I'm an idiot. I'm Insufferable Bastards. There's a Carlos. There's many Carlos Dangers, but I'm the Bastard 666. I'm not seeing it. Sorry about that. All right, back to here. That's not acting. That's Tom being his psycho self. Yeah, that's the real one. The Great B Dabbler. That reporter works for KADN in Lafayette, Louisiana. Okay, not Texas, Louisiana. Don't go, Senor Carlos. No, I'm actually doing laundry, and the dryer is about to buzz. And that's that. Not drinking though. Got to stay sober because I got a fucking shovel tomorrow. Because I don't have a fucking snowblower, so I have to go out by hand. So I'll probably die. I'll be the dabbler that will die. It'll be me because my fat ass is gonna have to. I sent it to the correct one. Did you private message it? Because I'm seeing no messages. Keep in mind, I am an idiot, and the last ones I have are a couple of likes. No way, Pete Dabbler. That reporter follows me. Oh, that's great. I love that there's a dabbler lurking inside. I mean, that stuttering John falling on his ass is the big thing. I don't know. ADZ, I apologize. I don't see it, but maybe next time. All right, everybody. Have a great night. I know Kevin Brennan is supposed to be going live in 20 minutes. If you're into that sort of thing, I know I am.
I am like God, and God like me. I am as large as God. He is as small as I.
Get off the fucking car!
Hey, Dickless, get off the fucking car!